Okay. Let's see what are the types of cooperative bank existing or functioning in Indian system. Okay. Uh, let's see state cooperative bank we have, and then we have central cooperative bank, and then we have private cooperative bank. So now if I go into a detail, you will understand better that how the banks have been differentiated in three types. Okay, the first one, see, this picture explains, I'm explaining it from here from the private cooperative bank, so you'll get an idea. This is how the actual flow of functioning as a cooperative banking. Okay, let's see here. See, as a private cooperative bank is, this is the bank where it is established at the a society level. At the particular this credit society is established at a particular locality, say any rural area or any particular region, any particular place. So that say example, ABC cooperative banking is established in somewhere like in Rajaji Nagar, I would say Rajaji Nagar. Okay, or say it having multiple branches in Bangalore. So this is particular to some locality where it has been established. The funds of the society are derived from the share capital and the deposits of the members. I made it very clear right earlier. The fundings from for the cooperative banks is generally from the share capital. Share capital is what? When anybody purchases your shares of your organization, ultimately they are investing their money there to function. It as to work it as capital, and the deposits received by the members. Okay, okay, and the loans from central cooperative banks. So these are the three different sources of funds for any cooperative banking, which gives capital to function. So one source is from the share capital. Okay, when any member purchases shares or any additional deposits being received by its members, and loans from central cooperative banks. Okay, so a third point is borrowing constitutes a more important element of their working capital. So especially borrowing or special loans from the central cooperative banks is most element of their working capital. So we all know what is working capital and what is fixed capital. I hope working capital is which is actively used in terms of expenses and investments of the organization, which is used on the day-to-day expenses. Fixed capital is all your fixed investments for more than the investments made by the organization for longer durations. Fixed investments, so which will be availing only after certain fixed durations. Okay, so moving ahead, fourth point, the borrowing powers of the members as well as the society are fixed but may differ from state to state. The borrowing powers of the members as well as the society are fixed but may differ from state to state. So here the borrowing in the sense, the lending aspect of members, it depends. There are certain powers given by these societies to member, or certain limitations given by the cooperative bankings to their member based on the transactions being transacted in the bank. So it differs from state to state. Okay. Loans are given to member for purchase of cattle, food or fertilizers and pesticides. Simple in terms is these banks lends loan to the members in order to be active or involve the fund in terms of all the activities which they are interested in. As we are focusing more on rural areas, so this all the examples were mentioned. Okay, so let's see now we know the second point. Let's go back to the second point. The funds of the society are derived from the share capital and the deposits of the members and loans from the central cooperative bank. So here, primary cooperative credit society is a society which is established at the particular locality. Okay, yeah, so let's go ahead and see What is the central cooperative banks? These are the federation of primary credit societies in a district, and they are two types. See here, the central cooperative banks performs its functioning having two types of members. One is the membership of the primary societies. So if you have to state that a bank is a central cooperative bank, the members of this bank is the primary societies created at a particular locality. I hope I am being clear with this. Yeah, this membership, the membership of the primary credit societies. Second one is having an individual membership also. If any individuals are having separate membership with these, cooperative banking also can have as a members of these banks. So the primary credit societies or the primary cooperative banks has to be a member of central banks. Okay, and the funds of the bank consist of again the share capitals, deposits, loans, and overdrafts from the state cooperative banks and joint stocks. Okay, these banks provide finance to the member societies within the limits of borrowing capacity of societies. That's what I meant earlier when we were discussing with the with respect to private cooperative banking. It the depending upon the borrowing, the capacity of the societies or the functioning of the societies, or the profitability of the societies, it depends, and the central cooperative banks would fix certain limit in terms of borrowings for their primary cooperative banks. Okay, based on that, the banks provide financial assistance to the members of member societies. Okay, they also conduct all the business of joint stock bank. Okay, moving ahead, we have another type of bank, which is state cooperative bank. The state cooperative bank is a federation of central cooperative bank and act as a watchdog of cooperative banking structure in the state. See here, the state cooperative bank is a federation of central cooperative bank and act as a watchdog of the cooperative banking structure. So here, according to the act of cooperative banking system, so this is how the flow of the functioning of you can see the flow of functions of private banking. So here the state cooperative bank state cooperative bank is a function, a supervisory control or supervisory functions on the central cooperative banks and primary cooperative societies, or say a credit societies. So here it procures a fund from share capital, deposits, loans, and overdrafts from RBI. Okay, so state cooperative banks works at a central level. Okay, this banks borrows money in terms of share capital, deposits, loans, and overdrafts from the Reserve Bank of India, and the state cooperative banks lend money to the central cooperative banks and private societies and not directly to the farmers. I hope by now we are all clear with the different types of banks exists in terms of cooperative banks. So let's go back to the screen why I meant this earlier. Okay, state cooperative banks are the banks take the assistance in terms of capital from the RBI bank, and then it lends it to the central cooperative bank so that they can function their day-to-day business. So central cooperative banks are the bank. So see, state cooperative banks would have a membership with central cooperative banking, and they would provide all the financial assistance to central cooperative banks. Okay, moving ahead, central cooperative banks are the banks work at provide assistance to the primary credit societies who are established at the particular locality. Okay, so here, as a central cooperative banking, the membership, the members of the central cooperative banking are it could be an individual members, or it could be, or they are the private credit societies being established. So here the flow of fund, or the flow of functioning, it drives from state cooperative bank to central cooperative bank, and then central cooperative to private cooperative bank. So the members of state cooperative bank are the central cooperative banks. Central cooperative banks holds a membership as membership from private cooperative banks who have set up the different private no, a particular locality, and it could be an individual members also. So we should have understood that the state cooperative bank and central cooperative bank, they will not lend the money directly to the customers, they will lend to its members. Okay, we need to be clear with this. So state cooperative bank holds a has a membership, or holds a members as a central cooperative bank, and central cooperative bank holds a membership of individual members or a private credit societies, or say a private cooperative bank. So here private cooperative bank are the banks who directly lend it to the final customers, or say a poor section people, or say farmers, artisans or small entrepreneurs, so on. So this is how the structure is. First, the state cooperative bank borrows money from the RBI, and it acts as a supervisory to central cooperative bank and private cooperative bank. And state cooperative, when with respect to the members of state cooperative bank, is central cooperative bank is a member of state cooperative bank. Then whatever is the financial assistance is being provided to central cooperative bank, based on that and considering the borrowing limits of private credit societies, central cooperative bank would lend money to private cooperative bank. So private cooperative bank would get capital from central government based on the borrowings from RBI. Okay, so that's how the funds transfers is here. And the other sources would be the share capital invested by the purchases of share capital by the members, and the deposits accepted by them. And another source of income is rate of interest received on loans being lended. So this was all about types of cooperative banking. I'm hope clear with. Okay, private cooperative banks at entities works at a very a basic level of the functioning of cooperative banks. That's the reason I've take it from the state cooperative bank to central, and then to private. So I'm hope I'm clear with these aspects. Okay, moving ahead. So cooperative banks in India, especially fund at rural funding of cooperative banks at rural areas, agriculture, livestock, milk,